It's a 22. He's undiminished. So indeed is Roglic compared to all the other GC men. He indeed has just set sail here while there seems to be a hole in the vessel of all of these guys. Can they find something? And O'Connor is still battling brilliantly here, but indeed to what cost and indeed to what end today? 1.8 meters, kilometers I should say, 1800 for Castrillo to bring this home. And you know what? I think he might just do it. The gap's coming down though. 15 seconds, it's been chopped. 16, he responds yet again. What a finale, Robbie.
Incredible finale. We see when Castrillo went, a big attack that would have put his heart rate in the red zone before he hit the steep gradients. He kept opening up the gap. The others are clawing their way back towards him. Primož Roglic, though, his attack was completely telegraphed. Lipovic on the radio. Roglic took the wheel. They made the acceleration. The problem for the others is you get on these gradients. There's nothing you can do about it, even if you know what's coming. Ben O'Connor followed. He was straight in the wheel and went with him. We've seen that over the previous week, and he went over his own limits. He's now dropped the wheel. He's battling on to try and save the jersey. But Roglic, he is on a mission, as is this man, Castrillo, trying to hang on for his second stage when as the others are just sitting back there in the mist, trying to just pull him back in.
Well, he looks behind, sees the flare of the light. He can't really catch who indeed is trying to catch him. It's still Sivakov with Vlasov there. I think Vlasov believes that Sivakov will try and close this and then try and mug everybody. But right now, Pablo Castrillo has got the whip hand, Sean. This is a remarkable piece of riding. They are just inching back to him.
Yes, they are just back there. But when you see them just in the distance, like there's quite a few seconds on this steep gradient, it's so difficult to close down those just couple of meters there. And it depends on Castrillo, what he's got left in the tank. Also, Vlasov, he's just waiting a bit. Maybe he's waiting for the call from the DS as well to see what's happening behind. But 1.4 kilometers to go for a leader on the road. It's still a long ways at this gradient.
Well, that was O'Connor just at the back of that group. You saw Sepp Kuss had already been distanced as well. And still Castrillo grinds on 1,400 metres. He's going to see the Flamme Rouge, but the hurt doesn't stop. It just continues. The road does twist and turn around this mountain top. But it could be that top dog is going to be Pablo Castrillo by the end of today. Oh, that looked to me like Vlasov was the nearest man to him through the gloom. We shall have to wait and see if he's rounded Sivakov. And it's starting to inroads here, Robbie.
Here comes Vlasov now. He's left Sivakov. He's making his push. And you look at the ticket to Primož Roglic coming down, but Enric Mas comes out of the mist and starts riding back onto the wheel of Roglic. So the Spaniard, although he had a bad day a few days ago, he looks better now. And O'Connor losing the wheel. The men in front of him, Carapaz, Landa, riding away from O'Connor. And it looks like he's starting to just lose his grip on red, or is he? He's only 15 seconds behind Roglic. He may yet hang on for another day.
Get those flags out of the way. We don't want anything tangled. Well, he's unravelling everything, but look at the man who's coming out to him out of the mist here. Vlasov has left Sivakov behind. 3, 2, 1. Vlasov, he's going to come for this. I can tell you, it could be heartbreak for Castrillo. Just the Flamme Rouge awaits. There is Mas up alongside and now past Primož Roglic. And we look further back and you'll see that O'Connor is still valiantly trying to fight into this gap. And it's Shelmos who's the nearest man to him. He's not that far behind, however, still bedeviled by Lando, who sits in front of him, and there is the near-stricken, I should say, Pavel Sivakov, who did so much work today. This is Mas and Roglic behind, and here comes Vlasov, and Castrillo knows he's there. All he can do is carry on doing exactly what he's doing right now, Sean.
Yes, well, he just have to continue, and he does look around a lot. We see him a number of days ago as well, looked around so many times. Again, he's doing it here. You just have to focus out in front, and you have to just go close to the 100%. And the final kilometre now, it looks like Vlasov is coming across, but he's having difficulty just closing it down. But on this gradient, you close down just so slowly.
Big Ben is ringing here. Ben O'Connor, and it's not tolling against him. He's doing a fantastic job of defending that red jersey. Vlasov now just coming up to Castrillo, but look at the face of Vlasov. If Castrillo looks round again, and he's want to do so, he's going to see a man in all kinds of torment. But can Vlasov deliver here? Castrillo kicks again. This is your 24%. Look at the graphic on the side of your screen here. This is where it hurts more than anywhere else in this entire race, and they're equal to it just for now, coming to a near standstill. They dare not stop. They have to beat this and beat each other. That's the watchword, Robbie.
It's just how much pain can you tolerate? Gradients like this, every single fibre in your body is in agony. 780 metres to go. There's still a couple of minutes of racing to come for these two. Vlasov checks over his shoulder, and Castrillo, he is a never say die.
That is fabulous. What a time to do that. And yet again, in this punishing incline, well, I'm inclined to think that Vlasov may not have the bettering of this man, Sean. He's phenomenal.
He is, yes. Well, he doesn't give up, and we've seen that already. And yeah, Vlasov, you know, coming across there, but just, yeah, getting across slowly, and that's what you've got to do on these steep gradients. Now we can see Vlasov is the wheel there. Is he on the limit? That is the question. Has he got a little bit more left to give here? But this is going to be final 600 metres. We can see they've just knocked it off, looking at each other for the moment.
Ooh. Rock and roll for Roglic. Mas just has a little bit of a margin. Nothing too serious, you understand. But let's see if he can just extend this ever so slightly. And what's happened to O'Connor? He's sitting at 22 seconds in arrears of Roglic at the moment. Here is our leader of the race on his own in the gloom. I think that's possibly Landa just up ahead of him, and I imagine that Richard Carapaz is there as well. Not necessarily in the pick as Castrillo kicks on. Oh, fantastic. Well, if you want a blow, it has to be to the solar plexus, and it's going to feel like that for Vlasov here. Castrillo rounds the corner wide, doesn't want to offer up anything at all in terms of a lead-in. If he doesn't win this right now, it's going to feel like a great deal of cruelty. But let's see, shall we? It is Castrillo just heading Vlasov, and he's got a margin. It's possibly 2.5 bike lengths only. As we come into the gloom, we practically lose sight of them, for goodness sake. Likewise as Roglic to the back wheel of Mas, who sails off. Roglic knows potentially that he's done a big job today, but quite frankly, is it large enough? Oh, this is fantastic. Pablo Castrillo kicks again, and it looks like he's going to make this stick. Vlasov hasn't given up, though. It's toe-to-toe. It's like a ring fight. Oh, Vlasov almost tags one of the feet, indeed, of the barriers here, and they're still rolling. Switch of camera onto hard wire, so we're going to get this all the way to the end. And this is Pablo Castrillo. He took his debut, of course, the first pro win at this level just a couple of days ago. He's going to not only underscore that, he's going to basically enter a pantheon of greats, because this day has found out so many, and we found out that Pablo Castrillo is indeed a superstar. We said there was a whiff of Hollywood about him. Well, he's put on a phenomenal show today, and there's nothing that Vlasov can do about this. Look at it. The gap, if anything, is extending as we come to the line. The crowd in full voice, and the only thing that's gone loud about Pablo Castrillo is his legs. There's going to be a breathless interview, I imagine, because they're given to that here in Spain right at the end of the line. He's going to have nothing to say, and you know what? He doesn't have to, because this performance has spoken volumes about the greatness of this man, the bravery of his team, the entire setup. Chapeau to that man. That was an amazing delivery on the toughest of days. Wow.
Wow, was right. And you know, we did talk about on the earlier slopes when it did kick up, he was looking like he was struggling, but that's his style of riding, and you know, maybe playing a bit as well, you know, not contributing anything. And we can see here now, you know, there's going to be big gaps as we come in. Looked like that Vlasov might be able to come back, but he was also in the red.
No other pictures are available. That's Sivakov. And now we wait, Robbie, for them to come out of the gloom, and it's a GC battle now.
Well, it won't be long now until we see Enric Mas, because he'd just ridden away from Primoz Roglic, and Roglic he was the real aggressor as they hit the steep slopes and opened up a gap. He's trying to claw his way back now to Enric Mas, who's had a brilliant day out. All the rest are all not that far behind. So we knew there's going to be a bit of a shuffle. Gaps open up, but the gaps are minimal amongst the best. Schellmorser there in the background. So it's Mas, Roglic. Schellmorser has climbed past many on these steep slopes.
Carapaz. And we're waiting for the red jersey. Well, how long is it going to be? And I've got a feeling that Ben O'Connor might hold on to red today. Let us wait and see. Kuss is here now, so not that much longer. Oh, the visibility is practically zero here.
Landa.
Well, and we wait for the red jersey. Still we wait. Is it now? Not quite. I think just with the motorcycles in a few moments' time. And here he comes. Ben O'Connor crossing the line just behind Gaudu. What an amazing day of racing in this phenomenal event. They can take a well-earned rest, but it's going to take them an awful long time to come down from the highs of what has been a quite remarkable day. And what a winner.
Yes, well, what a winner, and what a fight by Ben O'Connor there, because it's around 40 seconds, give or take, 3 or 4 seconds, so that is a great ride from him. And we can see this man, what a performance. The way he attacked, I was really concerned that he went so deep that when he go onto the steep gradients, he'd be in difficulty, but the way he fights, and he fights with that bike and just kept on fighting all the way, and Vlasov getting back to him, I thought that was going to be the end, but he just never gives up and gets the stage victory.